Hey guys, Mike here. Here's another hunt breakdown for one of my worst hunts from one of my recent streams. So I was playing Insect Glaive, and before you run off and say I don't play Insect Glaive, don't worry, I'm going to break down this hunt in terms of just general hunter terms that any hunter can benefit from no matter what weapon you are playing. And I think there's a lot that you can learn from this video, so let's just get right into it. Okay, so that's generally good when you sidestep moves like that because you're not losing frames due to the recovery, and you're also not losing frames due to the backtracking that you have to do. Okay, that's not good. When you attack and the monster is finishing its recovery, you're basically saying, I'm attacking when the monster is going to begin the startup for its next attack. And that's just basically attacking when the monster is attacking. And because the monster always has initiative on you, because the monster does not get hit stun and has larger range than you, you're going to lose that battle every time. Now, the best situation is that you miss and you can roll cancel out of that. But the better thing to do is just don't even attack in the first place if the monster has regained initiative. Same thing, I did the gap closer right when the monster was about to die. That's just not good. If you lose a chance to attack the monster on the exchange, just don't attack. That's all you have to do. It makes playing defense a lot easier. Not only that, you don't engage in roll canceling because roll canceling will put you further out of position. So you're just making the situation worse when you try to go for these Hail Mary attacks. Okay, so when you get a flinch like that, then you can continue your combo. It's generally safe to do that. You're usually given about 1.5 seconds extra of punish time. So you should always try to continue the combo there. Okay, that was good. Even though I was far out of position, I just did the leaping slash. I did not follow up with the combo because I did not have enough time. So this is where you adjust your combo string and you just cut it short if you know you're out of position. And that allowed me to sidestep that bite attack. Okay, this is generally bad position. You see how far I am from the monster? You generally don't want to be that far from the monster. Okay, this is another bad thing. I'm actually sheathed right now, and when you're sheathed, you do not have really good options to attack. For example, in Glaive, all you have is the leaping slash from this stance. So I think what I'm trying to do is just go all in on a grapple and then wall bang because I have access to a faster clutch claw. It's actually better to stay unsheathed, especially with the naturally fast movement speed that Insect Glaive has. Okay, this is what's commonly known as a Hail Mary clutch claw, and it's when you have no business trying to clutch claw on the monster, and you're basically hoping that the attack he does is an attack that won't knock you off. And in this case, I chose wrong, and he did the wrong attack. So the way you avoid this is you just don't clutch claw when it's technically not safe. Now, there are some monsters that there's actually a high percentage chance that it's going to be safe depending on what part you grapple onto. For example, brute wyverns. I would estimate it's about 90% safe to always just clutch claw onto their legs because, for example, Anjanath only has like 2 moves that he can knock you off, and he usually doesn't do those moves. But for monsters like Legiana, where a lot of the attacks come from the head, it's really not safe to do a Hail Mary clutch claw onto its head. So if you want to get better at Monster Hunter, always clutch claw when the monster does a type 3 attack, which puts the monster in a very large recovery window, or you get a clagger or a flinch. That's just a more disciplined way of playing Monster Hunter. Okay, that I extended the combo into SRSC, which is the TLDRs. It's a really long move that takes 2 seconds. So this is just where being disciplined and knowing when the monster is exiting its recovery, you just don't go into another attack. Like, most people feel like they have to press buttons. More often than not, the right answer is just don't press anything. Just stop. And you can see I got punished for that. I went to SRC. The monster just went into it's like, what are you doing? It just went into its next attack and just hit me. That was actually a risky tenderize to do because the monster regained initiative. Even though it was flashed, he still could have thrown out a bad attack on random chance and just knocked me off for that tenderize. You can play this gambling type of playstyle, but you have to understand that you're gambling. And what a lot of Monster Hunter players, they successfully do these risky maneuvers and they think they're playing good and you're not really playing good. So like if I do a risky maneuver like this, I always call myself out on it if I get punished for it, or even if I successfully do it. If you don't do that, you're just setting up bad habits for yourself and you think you're getting better, but you're not actually getting better. Okay, again, extending the combo into the monster's attack window is just not correct. Okay, this was perfect. This was perfect. Okay, so what happened was he did attack. I did a SRSC, which is a 2-second attack. And then I literally stopped. I did not do anything. And then I waited to see what the monster did. I observed the monster went into the idle animation where he's kind of like stretching and getting out of the flash state. This is what I consider perfect gameplay, and you need to be doing this all the time. You play very disciplined, you see what they do, and then you respond. It's no big deal that you didn't continue the last combo chain. Just stop, see what it does. If you have regained initiative, then you start a new combo chain. The damage in Monster Hunter is actually very proportional to the amount of uptime you get on the monster. There's no like overpowered moves that you have to feel that you have to keep attacking. Like for example, Greatsword's True Charge Slash actually doesn't do that much damage for the amount of time it takes. It does a little bit more, it's a little bit more damage efficient, but it's not as damage efficient as you may think it is. So we did SRSC. That was actually a little risky to do, to continue the combo, because he was exiting his recovery animation, but we got the flinch. So would I consider that good play? It was a little risky, but we got lucky here. All right, just a standard topple punisher here. This is basically the infinite insect glaive combo for maximum DPS. Okay, we got the flinch. We knew the head was coming back here, so we just waited here and then just started the SRSC combo when the head comes back here. Okay, this was another perfect example of good play. I stopped the SRC, he exited his recovery animation, he entered the roar animation, and now I can continue with what I want to do next. Again, very good right there. I stopped the SRC, he exited the roar animation, he entered the stretch animation, then I continued. You have to think of these breakpoints in the fight where the monster starts a new animation as a period where you're just observing what the monster does. You should not be attacking during these points in the fight. Okay, so I was actually doing the wrong strategy on Legiana. The best strategy, in my opinion, is the chain topple strategy, because chain topple strategy means you can just do infinite combos and the DPS uptime on those attacks is insane compared to targeting a non-topple trigger part. So for Legiana, you can topple him with one flinch on the leg and you can just chain topple him. You'll see later on in the fight, I can start to get chain topples because I completely changed the strategy here to the better strategy. Again, that was good play, did a leaping slash and just stopped and went back to playing defense. Okay, that was not good play. I went into the third hit of the combo and you can see he's already starting the dash charge. So this is going to force me to have to roll cancel out of this, out of position. And this is generally not good play, even though I did dodge it. Okay, monster changing areas. Let's go to the next area. All right, generally you want to unsheath already if you're in close proximity with the monster, especially with a high mobility weapon like Insect Glaive. Okay, that grapple and wallbang was a bit risky because he was about to enter his next animation. I still didn't get the claw swipe on him. So just identify these risky plays that you do. Okay, that was bad. That was not good. I went into a leaping slash right in the middle of his attack. Even though he whiffed, still identify when these are disciplined good plays or undisciplined bad plays. That's just a whiff. Just don't whiff. I thought his head would be more forward, but this is just a monster knowledge thing. And it's been a while since I fought Legiana, but I forgot that he actually ends up here. That was not good. He did a hop, could have easily been another move, and he could have punished me for that. That was good. Did not do anything. Just waited for the bite to come out and I just sidestepped it. That's a good play. That is not a good play. I was stuck in SRC with the second hit of my combo and he was doing a next attack. That's a good play. I stopped there after the SRSC, waited for him to start his next attack, and I was back into neutral. That's a good play. He did his attack. I hit him in his recovery. Now he's back to neutral, and I'm back to neutral, and I'm waiting to see what he does next. He did a bite. I sidestepped it. Let's see what I do here. Okay, I was stuck in SRC. SRC is a 2-second long punisher, and that's not enough time because he was already exiting his recovery at the tail end of my SRC, and he was able to punish me on this very quick jab move. So again, this is just knowing your weapon though, and the right punish was not SRC, which is 2 seconds, but rather a thrust attack, which is 1.5 seconds. Okay, this was incorrect. I went into first hit, then I went into the second hit of the combo, but he could have easily started his next attack and punished me out of this. So I actually got lucky here because he was not enraged. And usually when they're not enraged, they go into these idle animations, which sort of trick you because they lure you into a false sense of security when they're not enraged. And then when they get enraged, they actually do not do these idle animations anymore. They go straight into the next attack. So if he was enraged, he would have actually punished me for this. Got the flinch. Okay, this was bad. I was in the middle of an attack and he just did a jab attack. That was not good. I did the second hit of the combo, but he already entered his next animation. Luckily, he did a reposition, so I was generally all right. But again, you have to identify when you do these bad plays. Even though you don't get hit for them, this is still bad play. Again, I was getting desperate, so I did a Hail Mary, and he literally just did a tail slam there. And I did roll cancel it, but again, this is not good play. Okay, that is good play. I did the SRSC, I stopped, and then I waited to see what he did, and then he entered his animation. So out of neutral, I can avoid this and then go from there. That's a good play. That was a Hail Mary grapple. Again, no business doing that. Yeah, what I'm trying to go for here, I'm actually switching the strategy. I'm going for the legs now, so I'm trying to get a tenderize off the legs. And again, these are risky grapples I'm going for that you really have no business doing if you're trying to get better. Okay, so we're just going for the leg now. Again, that's bad. He entered his attack animation. I was still caught in the second hit of the combo. Not good. That was not good, but I was experimenting there. I was doing a tornado slash, which is sort of like a gap closer, so it kind of repositions and attacks. And this was more of an experimentation thing, right? So it's not that big of a deal when you're experimenting. Okay, that was risky. I was going for the topple here, and I did get the topple, but again, you identify when you do these risky moves. So you can see how much damage you can get during topples, and it's just unfiltered damage. It just keeps going. This is a lot of big, and this is a huge DPS window for you. Topple and crowd control is the biggest source of efficient damage that you can get out of monster, no matter what weapon you're playing. Okay, that was not correct. I was still in the combo, and he did the bite attack, so I was probably trying to greed more hits on the leg because I was trying to get another topple off of it. Okay, had no business continuing the combo, and he did an aerial dive on me. Okay, we're still going for the leg here, and we got the topple here. guarantee like 5 seconds of pure uptime is a lot of damage. Okay, monster's running away and he's capture ready. Capture him and end the hunt here. Hope you guys learned something. Thanks for watching.